Over 50, I've learned that instead of taking the contour down, I take it up, and that lifts the face, right? And then contouring on the side of the nose and then brushing it into your eye sockets helps things go up. Keeps everything up. Up, up, ladies, up. Good morning, loves. Before we jump into the day, I just want to take a moment and speak life over you that today will be the best day, that you walk in undeniable favor, overflowing grace, and opportunities are attracted to you, that people swarm you to help you in every way possible. You will be overwhelmed with this love. Stand in it, because we are calling in our soft life. A soft life is a life where we no longer have to work tirelessly, that things come to us easy. People are placed in our lives that want to help us in each and every way, from opening doors and carrying bags to making our walk easy. Standing in our feminine energy is not an easy thing to do when, as a woman, either by choice or circumstance, or a combination of the two, have done the heavy lifting in your life. It doesn't mean that you operate with less motivation and commitment. It just means that it comes easy. It comes easy. So easy it will leave you speechless. So easy that tears will flow. And I speak this over each and every one of you, love, that despite what might come at you, that you stand and remain in your soft life. So let's jump into the rest of the morning. I've started getting ready for my day. I've showered, gotten dressed partially, and in my skincare routine. So I start with a cleansing bar that I use from Clinique for gentle skin, and then I use an astringent. I jump into ordinary products, hyaluronic acid to add more moisture to my skin, and then I layer it with Biossance. Biossance is a product I have been using for the last couple of years, and it has changed and transformed my skin. And areas of dryness have dissipated, and my skin is, with a combination of other things, glowing. So I use the Squalane plus copper peptide serum. There's an eye gel cream that I use, and then I follow it in omega repair cream. So you can't see that, but I'll leave that information in the description. Great products. They have a trial set at Sephora, which is where I purchase it. For those of you that may want to try it. Also, they bring in, for those that may already be using Biossance, they bring in special products during the holiday season that you may want to stock up. They're at a reduced price. It just helps tighten the skin, make sure that the moisturizer goes into my skin. And it also helps with fine lines. So I got this tip from a Biossance rep at Sephora. One day when I was looking for a change, I noticed that the previous skincare products that I was using, I just wasn't seeing the same results, and I had been using that particular product for 29 years. The product is amazing, but it was time for me to step into something else as I walked into 50. Today, I am getting my microblading annual touch-up. So you guys are going to journey with me today on that. Sonia's amazing. I have been going to Sonia probably now 6 years. I've been microblading my eyebrows because in the 90s, I had this experience. I used to get my brows done at my nail salon, which it seemed like felt like we all did that. And I got out of the chair and I had these super thin eyebrows. Oh my God, I thought I was gonna die. And they never grew back. They never grew back, and they were just super, super thin. And I used to spend all of this time in the morning trying to create a brow, half my morning. And so the best decision ever was to get my eyebrows microbladed. Right now, they look like a dryer. Like I use a permanent marker, but they're gonna look fabulous later. And then they get ugly. They get ugly day 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then by day 10 they look fabulous. So I am going to apply eyelashes, which I've been doing on my own for at least 20 years. Okay, so I peel them off, and then I clip one little segment off on each side. They come out of the packaging at a length that's corner to corner, and our eyelashes don't grow corner to corner. So when I started wearing lashes, I wore individuals, and because of the level of issues I have, if they start coming out, they all gotta come out. That's just how that works for me. And what I recognized is I started pulling out my own lashes. So I had to move over to strips. I've actually started using a hair growth treatment for eyelashes and eyebrows. The Ordinary carries it, a lash and brow formula, growth formula, but the one that I have is prescription. So moving forward, I will just purchase it from The Ordinary because it was significantly cheaper. And I'll drop that product in the comments. And voila, one's done. For years, women have been asking me to actually start doing lashes as a business. And I don't do that. I respect trades and certifications and licenses. So if someone asked me about it, what I did in the past was I just blessed them. So I'd meet them at a location, and we'd meet somewhere, and not only did I do their lashes for them, I showed them how to do it. And so that's more valuable if I can sew something into another woman. I've made it very clear to my daughter that when I can't see to do this, it's that serious. It's that serious, ladies. It's that serious for me. The next time I do this, I'll add some B-roll so I can actually show you how simple it is. Instead of using lash glue, I have a makeup artist friend. She actually suggested, and I've been doing it for years, I use a little bit of weave glue. I buy a tiny little bottle, I apply just a little bit, and what happens is when I'm in the shower or it's humid, them strips don't move. And I don't want to hear it about do my research. It works, I do it, they don't move. And I've got eyelashes still. So I just, again, I clip a segment off, one end, the longer end, and then I always tighten the front, because the front of the lash usually sometimes has, let me see if you can see that. You can't, but it has what it attaches to is extended a little bit, so I just clip that off. Just a dab of weave glue. I use the back of a long bobby pin to apply it, and boom. Make sure I don't have any extra product. Wait for it to start to turn a little gray because that means it's drying, and then I apply the lash. And voila, lashes are on, ladies. So now I can move on to makeup. So that's it. And I sleep in these. I wash my face, of course. Been doing this for 20 years, so I wash around, and then I use the back of a pair of tweezers just to make sure they're aligned. I have that lash applicator. I can't use that thing. I see people use it. I can't use that. I do what works for me. So I got a little kit. It's my, and I use that term very loosely. I have a bobby pin and a pair of tweezers. Those are my tools. And a little bit of weave glue, bonding glue. Bonding glue scared me because I couldn't find the weave glue. I don't know the difference between the two. But I didn't go blind when I used it the first time, so that meant I could keep using it. I didn't go blind. It worked out. And lashes are on. You can't see the seams. And voila. So I'm gonna just jump into the routine, which is, I've already applied my hydrating mattifying primer. And then I add some color correcting, I add a color corrector. I sweat on my nose and my lip and my eyebrows. It's the strangest thing. I don't even know what causes that, but I do. So you may have noticed the little green piece of tape at the end of my brush. All the brushes that I actually use, I tape them because in the case I keep them in, it just makes it easier because they all have black stems. And I can't find anything, and I'm digging around looking. I got tired of that. So I just put a piece of painter's tape around the bottom of each brush that I use, and it stands out. And I'm not doing this constant digging. Because one of the things about living in a small space is you gotta put everything away. The counter is small, the storage is limited, so I have to put everything away. And that has been a journey within itself in the last 4 years that I've lived here. And so that I don't become crazy lady. Or so that I don't, it doesn't ooze any annoyance. I just do these small things that just make it easier for me. Because it's all about making things easy, right? And standing in our soft light. And so I even do it with my my foundations. So my lighter foundation is a highlighter, so I have it marked, and then this is my skin tone foundation that I use. And so whether it's in a case where it's standing up or laying down, I can very quickly identify which one is which. Without having to spend any great deal of time or energy. That's the most important thing, is our energy as well, right? So it's Thursday. Please, ladies, share with me. Let me know what you have planned for the weekend or holidays or anything really interesting going on in the city that you live in. I would love to hear about that. I'm going to be doing lots of filming. I've actually purchased a new camera. I'm super excited about that. I've purchased the Sony EV-Z10. It's a 4K camera, so you will notice the quality is going to step up a little bit. I'm so grateful for all of your support and all of you amazing ladies that have joined my community. Would love for you to continue to share my videos with your friends and family. And I take it down my neck. Just make sure it's nice and even on the side of my neck, chin, and then my contour. Same thing, so. And so over 50, I've learned that instead of taking the contour down, I take it up, and that lifts the face, right? And then contouring on the side of the nose and then brushing it into your eye sockets helps things go up. Keeps everything up. Up, up, ladies, up. So then I spray with my the Morphe finishing spray. I love this. Make sure everything is nice and wet. And once that dries, then I finish up with a little finishing powder to make sure I don't have any lines. And that's it. Add a little lip gloss. So earlier this week I shared with you that I have commitment issues and I have a hard time selecting fragrances. So I started buying perfume samples from Sephora. So when you buy these perfume samples, and I've been doing this for a number of years, there's a little emblem here and it says you actually get a free sample of a travel size with every sample purchase. So inside the bag are, you know, tons of samples. I don't know, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 8 samples in here, and there's a product card. I've been throwing that product card away. Yes, I've been throwing it away, and that's the voucher for the free sample. What I love about buying samples is I get to try all these different perfumes, and my level of commitment is pretty low. And then the ones I like, then I put those aside and then add those to my wish list. And I also will travel with the samples in my travel bags, and then I have a different fragrance. I have a variety of fragrances. And so, I mean, I literally have been collecting these things for years. I mean, these are all some of my favorite Louis Vuitton samples. Here are some other ones that I just keep, and I literally just grab one every morning or evening, and I have a different fragrance on, and they're amazing. So in this last sample pack that I purchased, because this is the second time I purchased this exact pack, I loved Valentino and K. Alley fragrance. So with my voucher, I purchased the K. Alley fragrance. And let me tell you, this fragrance is like, it's a hint of vanilla and brown sugar, and it's like brown skin being covered in brown sugar. It is just amazing. Amazing. All right, so I found these earrings on Amazon. They're hypoallergenic. And look at these. Aren't these amazing? They're amazing. And I have like 1 million piercings. I haven't even used these holes in so long. I haven't put an earring in these ears in, oh my gosh, forever. And look. Okay, so I'm going to tell you the story about, I actually have my ears pierced. I had a piercing up here, and then I have 3 on this side and 3 on this side. I pierced my own ears. My mom was so mad at me. My mom was so mad at me. I'm gonna have to tell my daughter this story. She doesn't even know this. And so, I don't know how old I was, maybe 15. And of course, as a little girl, I had the first ear pierced. And then it became very popular. That would have been probably the 90s, early 90s, to look at those. I like these ladies, but it's not very tight. So I'm sorry, I got distracted with this whole thing. So let's see if I can get this one. We're doing this together. I literally haven't put anything in these holes in my ears and in probably over 20 years. So I don't know, I was probably 15 and decided I could do this myself. I got a needle, I sanitized it, and then I took some ice and I sat there and pierced these holes in my ears. She's so mad at me. But what could you do? I already had them pierced. Doing this together, ladies. I just love my girls. And the one thing about me is I've always just been very bold. You know, to see it, that'll probably scare the crap out of my parents. All the time with this boldness. Okay, there we go. So this morning I filmed a little bit. I was like, my eyelashes look like permanent markers right now, but this afternoon they're gonna look amazing. I must feel like I need to do this more than once a year.
No.
No?
They look good.
They look good, but they look better.
I know, because it's refreshed.
Yes.
But yeah.
And I'm under the camera, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoa.
So you want to like fly them up.
Okay.
It's going to be a time.
So I have to wait how many weeks after this?
At least 2 weeks. We're going to have to wait.
Okay.
The healing process.
Okay.
Or you can wait even a month. I can show it to you. You can come back in January.
We can do it in 2 weeks.
Yeah. How old is she?
She just turned 20.
Oh, wow.
And So in our transition back to going back to school in January, I don't want to do anything that could upset the apple cart, you know?
Yeah.
We're just gonna stay local, stay home, make sure she's ready.
Here.
Okay. Oh, that's my cream for later.
Take, yeah, home
Yeah,
with you. You're
yeah.
gonna start that tomorrow morning, 3 to 4 times some days.
4 times?
3 to 4 times.
Okay.
Do you wanna do morning, afternoon, evening, night, or morning, afternoon, night, whatever works. Depending on how late you sleep. If you sleep early, then I guess evening should be okay, and then if you sleep late at night, then you might want to do 4 times.
Okay.
All
Yeah.
depends on how fast they dry out on you.
Okay. 70? Oh, I thought you told me 7.